Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here. Oi. This summer has probably been the biggest year for music, at least for me. I have gotten so many CDs over the past 3 months of bands that I didn't even know were releasing albums, while some of them I did. But again, August ends, September rolls around, and all of a sudden there's 2 more albums closing out August that I didn't even know were coming. So I was excited, and I'm glad to present these 2 albums to review today. The first one is The Darkness. The Darkness, to me, is classic rock in a box. Ever since Permission to Land came out, I was hooked on this band. One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, not as great as the first one, but still a great and awesome fun album. Basically, the Hawkins brothers got back together after a much-needed hiatus, and they said, we're still here, we gotta make a new album. This album is nothing different, and it's nothing really new, but if you like The Darkness, there is no way that you are going to hate this album. Each one of the songs on this album once again play from the classic rock and modern rock elements that make rock and roll the awesome entity that it is. Songs like Every Inch of You, my favorite song on the album is She's Just a Girl, Eddie, Concrete, Street Spirits. There's just so many awesome songs, and how could you not love an album cover? At least it has 2 of my favorite things on it: girls in bikinis and pancakes. So Hot Cakes is a strong third album from The Darkness, definitely enjoyable. All that I'm hoping is they keep continuing to make more albums, they keep continuing to be awesome, and they keep continuing to rock the house. The next album that I want to bring to your attention is another surprise for me. Owl City, the Midsummer Station. I had no idea that Owl City was going to be coming out with an album much sooner than expected. All Things Bright and Beautiful came out last year, so I was really curious as to what Adam Young was going to be bringing us this time around. It's a very different listen. It's not the typical Owl City. The whimsical and the fantasy and the crazy rhymes that have been in the last 3 albums and his EP of June don't really seem to be there anymore. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. He's definitely taken a different turn in the way his music sounds. People have basically reviewed this album on Amazon and on Metacritic, basically saying that he's taken on the sound of the European techno beat. So I guess whatever the European techno beat is, this is what A Midsummer Station is all about. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not a bad album. It's got a lot of great songs. Of course, the single Good Time with Carly Rae Jepsen is great. But one of the songs that I really like on this album is Dementia. Probably because of the fact that it's very rock-like, but more importantly, the fact that Blink-182's bassist Mark Hoppus is on it. It's a great harmonizing between him and Adam Young. It's a really good song, and there are other really great songs on here. I think probably the one song that's very close to the old Owl City style is Metropolis. It's a really good Owl City type of song, but again, the lyrics are not as fun and whimsical as they used to be. They're a little bit more generic, and the sound is definitely very progressive, as I could probably say would be the best choice of words. And it's still an enjoyable album, although I still would probably think that Ocean Eyes and All Things Bright and Beautiful, like, there's no comparison as far as the rest of Owl City. It's still a good listen, not a great listen, but a good listen. So that's it, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe, and the question that I want to leave with you today is, there's a lot of other artists that have come out with albums that haven't been around in a while that I haven't listened to. Has anyone listened to the new Cranberries, Alanis Morissette? Is anyone interested in getting the new Dave Matthews Band or the new No Doubt? Has anyone heard the new Garbage? Tell me. These are bands that I've grown up with, and I'd really like to know what your thoughts on any of these albums are, if you've in fact heard them and enjoy them. So that's it. I'm the Lawn Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words.